This is WhyBeAre back with Late Night 1320, and today we're going to be starting a brand new game. And you're probably wondering, WhyBeAre, why do you always start new games? Because usually I have a very good reason to do so. For this one, my old save file got messed up. And when I load it up, I still have all the racers defeated, but my car is gone, and I don't know why. And without a car, you can't really do any races. Sure, I could go and buy a really slow car with the money I had, but I'm still racing against people that are way faster, so it's just more practical to start a brand new game. So get out of here, old WhyBeAre, and we're gonna make a new one. And I remember, for some reason, the first letter never gets capitalized. So I am 100% certain I am holding down shift to capitalize this letter, and it's not capitalized. Maybe it's automatically capitalizing it. Maybe that's what it does. So if I don't hold shift, nope, it's still not capitalized. I don't know how it works. All I know is I know what my name should look like. That's what I like it looking like. So we'll go ahead and load that up, which means start the game. And one nice little bonus is you don't have to do this intro part again. It does take a while to go through, and since it's just reading text, it's pretty tedious to do multiple times. I would definitely do it once, but twice? Yeah, probably not. So let's go ahead and skip the intro. If you're really interested in what the intro says, just go watch my previous video where I read through the whole intro. It just kind of feels pointless to do it again since I actually did that last video. So we're gonna go ahead and click to continue because that text is pretty much the same as before. And we're gonna get the gift. So we now have a garage, and then we're gonna go to the junkyard and pick out a car. And one nice thing about the updated version of the game is we actually have options on what kind of car we want. Before, this was the only kind of car that was ever available in the game, but now we should have some other looking vehicles. There we go. So we have a pickup truck available to us, and basically have every vehicle that the AI had before. So we now have the wagon as well. And then sometimes we have, there we go, the van. So we actually have the option of any one of these vehicles. Although I remember from before, we want a vehicle that has an engine already because engines are expensive. Wow, look at that one. That one's like pristine looking, 97% overall condition, and it's just missing a few parts, but it even has the wheels. It has the engine and the wheels. That is odd. Usually the vehicles are in terrible shape. This one's even better. Well, maybe not. It has less missing parts, but the condition is worse. But not by much. Those are two very nice condition cars, and why would you buy this one for $4,700 when you spend less than $1,000 more and you get one that looks so fresh and so clean? Where is that nice looking one? Yeah, I definitely want that. The only question is, do I want a van or do I want a truck? You know, I think a race truck is a pretty cool idea. So we're gonna get the truck, but first, are there any free parts for me? We got a stock radiator. All right, I'll take that. So would I like to buy the Southern Deluxe? Yes, I would. So we'll go ahead and exit out of here. And with this car, we should be able to just go and race with it. I don't need to do any sort of repairs or upgrades or anything. I'll have to upgrade it soon, but I'm pretty sure right now we can beat this first guy. And another nice feature with this update, you can now skip the cutscene if you don't want to watch it. We'll watch it just this one time, but probably from now on I'll try to skip it a little bit. So let's see, can this pickup straight from the junkyard beat this guy who thinks he's a drag racer? If you do a skip shift, you can. At least I hope this will work. Come on, truck. There we go. See, I remember before, shifting was really slow before you upgraded it. So if you skip a gear or two, you can actually go a little bit faster. And also, I don't think this thing has any top end, so we probably should shift to like 5,000 RPM. But overall, that was a pretty easy victory. In fact, I think we could go out and race the next dude as well. But here's something kind of neat. So you can immediately go back to the menu, but if you sit around for a second, it'll actually show a full replay of the race we just did. So if you had a really close race, you could go ahead and watch it again. We didn't have that close of a race, but I will watch this replay so you can see what it looks like. One thing I noticed though is, as far as I can tell, there's no way to change the camera angle. It's just the interior. I wish you could kind of look to your left and right to like see the AI and how close they are, but I'm like clicking around trying to move the camera. It didn't do anything, although it made it brighter. How did I do that? I don't know what I clicked there to make the camera brighter, but it does look a little bit brighter on the inside of the truck. Oh, now it got darker. Maybe it was their headlights from the AI kind of shining my vehicle. I bet that's what it was. And I think it'll just replay indefinitely. Yeah, it's just going to do the same replay again, so we don't need to see that anymore, so we'll go ahead and continue. Wow, and somehow I made $600 from that. That's more than usual. So I'm now going to go ahead and upgrade the car real quickly. We're not going to touch the engine. We're just going to upgrade the transmission. So we're going to get the racing clutch and then the race gearing, which makes shifting feel a lot better, just because I hate the way it feels when you're shifting with this stock transmission. It ends up shifting so slow, I think it didn't shift at all, and I double shift. I don't know which part fixes the transmission, but one of them has to. So now I'll race the next person, which is Reputation 2. And like I said, I probably could have beat them without upgrading the truck. But I like the way it feels with the upgraded transmission. With the default transmission, it ends up shifting so slowly, I don't even know if it shifted for sure, and I shift twice. That's how I figured out skipping a gear was faster than actually going through all the gears with the stock transmission. So it looks like we're actually making a pretty good time so far. It's going to be quite a bit faster than the last one. That's about 4 seconds faster just from transmission upgrades. That is impressive. Wow, again, we are getting money. This person gave me $700. I like this. I hope a lot of money is part of the update and not just good luck I'm having right now. Because it's really nice to have lots of money to throw around and buy whatever you could possibly want, you know? All right, so here we go. We're gonna shift at 5,000 RPMs because I think that's best for this truck. I really don't know with the way this engine is. We're trying it at 5,000 this time. We're gonna see what time we get, and maybe next time we'll try it at 6,000. Although I don't know if we're able to beat the next person without additional upgrades. So it was about the same time as before, but the AI was on my tail that whole time. And again, almost $1,000. So on this race, I really don't know who's gonna win. It's probably gonna be really close, and the AI might actually win this. To make sure I give myself the best chance possible, it's time to use strategy. And by strategy, I mean we're gonna skip a gear. So we're just gonna skip second gear, and I think that'll give us a good advantage. I mean, it feels like the truck might be going slow, but I'm pretty sure the time here is gonna be the fastest one we've had so far. Let's see if I'm right or not. It always feels like skipping a gear works. I don't see the AI next to me. What time are we gonna get? We got an 18.343, which I'm pretty sure is the fastest time I've had so far. And again, it was a pretty close race, but you know what? As long as we're winning, we'll keep going. We'll go on to the next guy who has a reputation of 10. We're in the double digits now, but you know what? I believe in my truck. I am done doubting you. I know you can beat this guy. We're gonna have a perfect run. We're gonna skip a shift, and we're gonna get a perfect, like 18.343, I think was the fastest time I've had so far. We're gonna get another one of those, and it's gonna be a victory. Or not. That guy, he actually looked like his car from the junkyard. It's all beat up, but he's beating me. I'm the one who's beat up, and that was not that far off from my best time. If we're losing, that means we gotta get some upgrades into this truck. So let's start off with some engine upgrades here. We're gonna grab all the cheap engine upgrades that are under, let's say, $200. So this is gonna be stuff like oil changes and air filters, that kind of stuff. So let's see, all of this is too much. Yep, there we go, that's 160, that's under 200, we'll take that. That's too much, too much. Air intake is at exactly 200, we'll take that. Air filter, we can definitely get one of those. Air cooler is gonna be too much. Distributor's too much, radiator's too much. All these are going to be too much. Fuel rail, still a little too much. There we go. Fuel filter, yeah, I'll take that. Fuel pump, nope. We should be able to get the full synthetic oil, of course, only $55. And that is every engine upgrade we can buy that's under $200. Of course, we can't forget, we do need to install these upgrades, and we can just click here a couple of times and everything's installed. That easy. I wish it was that easy to mod a car in real life. All right, dude, you ready to race now? You go up to him and be like, hey, I got an oil change. Can we race again? He's like, sure. Little does he know, I think the oil change will actually make me quite a bit faster. Well, it wasn't just an oil change too. But you don't tell him that. You just say, yeah, I got oil change. I think it helps. Also, I got some other engine upgrades as well. They were all cheap, but they should make my truck a bit faster. And it feels faster, is it? Yeah, 15.091. That is a real good time. And I was trying to block them off so they would crash into me. They're a little bit smarter than I give them credit for, I guess. For that one, we got almost $1,000 again, making good money. So let's go ahead and, oh no, we can't race the train people just yet. Says my reputation's too low. So how about at the drag strip? Anybody here? Looks like we got the level 12 dude. Yeah, let's go race him. He should be fine. Can you sense the nervousness in my voice? I'm always not quite sure how big of a jump there'll be in something like this. Like we're going from one area to the next. Are they going to be a lot faster? It looks like the answer is going to be no. Although I hear them using nitrous. That's concerning. Apparently, it's not enough for them to even be visible, though, so I'm okay. But I hear nitrous. Just for a second, I heard the nitrous, and I was really worried. Again, I'm trying to block them off, but nah, they're just too slow to get crashed. So that one's only $300, really? I swear, the amount of money you make must be random. All these dudes are a higher level at the drag strip, and I can't even race this guy who's the lowest level. So how about the office park? Anybody lower level there? No, 25 is the lowest. What about at the factory? Yeah, we got some lower level people here. I think 14 is the lowest, so we'll go with them. So what are they driving? They're driving a beat up yellow car. It looks like it's an abandoned taxi almost. This should be an easy race. Even gonna do a skip shift to go as fast as we can. And oh no, 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 no. They're actually fast. I don't like this. I do not like this. I'm gonna lose. There's no way. All right, so I'm gonna have to do something to make this thing faster because that was a decent time and we still lost. So we're gonna need to get some upgrades and I'm gonna need some more money. Because I want to buy a turbocharger, which cost about $6,000, and right now I only have about $4,000. Well, actually, we have $3,800. First thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to sell off all these extra parts up here. I don't need them anymore. I got upgraded parts compared to those. So we sell all that, and that gets us about $600. That's a pretty good amount. Then we'll also sell the extra stuff we don't need, like, what is this? Special roof? Well, actually, that kind of looks cool with it on, but I need the money, so we're going to sell that. This front bumper, what does it look like? There's no difference, is there? Yeah, they look the same. So we'll definitely sell that. Paint job, I'm gonna notice a difference there. That looks hideous, but the paint job is worth $325. Don't ask me how you sell a paint job, mind you. Do I got some dude just scraping off the paint and collecting it and saying, thank you, man, I really need this paint. He gives you $350? I don't know. $325, not $350. And I think there are a few other things we might be able to sell, like the exhaust, we don't need that. And the catalytic converter, yeah, don't need that either. Although I think everything else here we are gonna need. Yeah, there's no way getting around all that. So if we sell that, how much money will that get us? $5,155. So if we do 2, maybe 3 more races, we will be able to pay off the turbocharger. So I'm gonna just do some easy races against the people on the country roads, not even paying attention to who I race. Because as I said earlier, I don't think it matters. I have yet to find any real correlation between who you're racing and how much money you get. I might have noticed that if you're racing somebody for the first time, you get a little bit more money, but I can't beat anybody who I'm racing for the first time because they're all faster than me. I'll pay attention though. If it seems like we're getting less money from the slower drivers, we'll go and race against the faster ones. So there is a easy victory, smashing into the wall a little bit over on that side. Doesn't matter. It only got us $82. That's pretty bad. So I'm racing level 2 again. We're going to see if the level 2 again gives us less money, and then maybe eventually we'll try a level 10 once I feel like I have a consistent number. And my truck is so fast I can do this. I won't even have to launch it. I just kind of cruise out of the starting gate all relaxed and easy going, and it's gonna be another easy victory because it takes them like 20 seconds to do a quarter mile and it takes me 15 seconds. And I think we're still gonna get like a 15-second time. Yeah, because you have to add up the 2 times actually. You got regular time and reaction, you add those together, that's how long it actually took to cross the line. So again, we got pitiful money. We're gonna try racing this dude who is a level 10 or reputation 10 driver and see if we get any more money from him. If we do, I'll just focus on racing him. Maybe there is some correlation between who you race and how much money you get. If that's the case though, maybe I should be racing even faster people? I don't know, we'll just see how much money it gets. The only way to know is to do the testing and figure it out. So another easy 15-second time. They are way behind me. We continue along. And then we're gonna see, we got 483. That's some money. That's in fact enough for us to go and buy the part. I think, let's see. Yep, just barely. We got $28 left. Thank goodness I don't have to pay for installation and I can do it myself. Slap that bad boy on. Oh, I like that. I forgot. It also gives you a hood scoop. What if we open the hood? Does it have, I don't think it has a hole for the hood scoop. It just kind of does that. And I forgot how to open the hood. We go to here. There we go. Yeah, it just peeks through the hood. It doesn't care. Pretty nice looking engine we got right there, though, if I do say so myself. These people at the factory, they done for now. I think the lowest level is 14, so let's start with them. And I don't think I'll have a problem here. I'm probably going to get like a 12-second quarter mile time, I think. If I remember correctly, the turbo does a real good boost to your times. So we were hitting 15s before, and actually it doesn't feel that much faster. I thought it would feel a lot faster for $5,000. That was only a 13.5 or so. That's quite a bit slower than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be about a second faster overall. $700 though, you know what? I can complain about how slow it is all I want, but I can also grin about how much money I made. Hopefully this guy gives me a similar amount. Like I said, it seems like when you're first racing somebody you've never raced them before, that's when you get the most amount of money. Which means if I had to grind it out from the previous save file where my car was gone, that would have really took forever. So we did a double skip right here, and that one was a little bit faster actually, a 13.38. Although really though, it doesn't seem like it matters that much how I shift unless it's a really close race, because no matter what I do, I'm always within like a half-second window or so, and considering we went from a 20-second quarter mile to a 13-second quarter mile in just this video, that's a pretty small difference that I just don't have to worry about. It's fun trying to get the best time, but it's also relaxing sometimes just to cruise to victory. Like I'm doing right here, I'm just cruising to victory. I don't have to really care about optimizing the time, and then somehow I think that's actually the fastest one we've gotten thus far, although I wasn't even trying. Only $400 this time, so not the greatest amount, but it's still better than the ridiculous $87 reward I got. Those ones hurt when you do a whole race and you get like the cost of gas, basically. Yeah, I don't like that. Thankfully, you don't have to pay for gas. Yeah, who pays $87 for a quarter mile worth of gas? Well, top fuel dragsters, they probably pay more than that. That guy actually looked like he was getting close. And that was the exact same time as last time. To the 3rd decimal place. All right, can we take on Laney? Let's find out. This one I'm a little bit nervous about. The last guy was close. This guy has flames on his car. You know he's serious. Oh man, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna do ideal shifts. We're gonna skip shift, and then we wait for the shift. Oh my goodness, they are gone. I can't do nothing. I am shocked at how fast they are. And that was actually my best time yet. That was a real good time. But they are just too fast, so we need some upgrades. What are we gonna upgrade? Whatever we can afford. Camshaft, sure. Cylinder heads, can't afford that. Already upgraded that. Ignition, that I haven't done. So yeah, we'll buy the ignition too. And that should be hopefully enough to make me competitive. I don't know. That doesn't feel like a big upgrade compared to the turbocharger, which costs like double the price. I wonder if they'll be slower if we race them at the country roads. You know, less traction, so they struggle a little bit, but I got an all-wheel drive truck maybe, and it's easier for me. Also, maybe it's a different vehicle because this one doesn't have flames on it. Maybe it's even a different driver. I didn't look at the names. It's possible. And it looks like my upgrades are going to be enough. To be honest, I was fully expecting a loss here, but I don't even see them competing with me. Look, oh, there they are. There they go. They just came by at the very last second to take me. I had a good time, though. That was about a second faster than my previous times. How about over here? Is there anybody slower? Maybe Winston. He's also level 25, but he's not a boss kind of guy, so maybe it'll be a better race. And here's another new location. I think this is my favorite looking one so far. It's definitely the least practical place we could be drag racing, but it's also the nicest to look at. So it looks like Winston. Is he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna do it. No. Oh, I thought I won. It was so close. They passed me at the very last second. Unbelievable. Oh, it's best time. That's why. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let them go first. That way I know that even if I finish behind them, I'll have a chance to win. So they clearly got off the line faster than me. And as long as I keep up with them, I'll be fine. But I am not keeping up at all. They are gone. Okay, well, apparently level 25s are a little too fast for me because that was, again, a decent time. That was a 12.3. I can't do much better than that. We only got $115, so you know what? It's time to grind for money. Poor Jack. He is just giving me all of his money all the time. I really wish it was, though. If you race somebody faster, it seemed like you really consistently got more money, but I just don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like if you race the fastest person in a location, you might get more money, but I don't know about just individuals. Like, I know racing Jack gets me money, so I'm just going to keep racing Jack. And I won easy, even though that was a slow time. 12.5. Look at that, though. 457. Jack, man, he is so generous. Or maybe he's just really foolish with his money. I mean, look at his car. He could have spent that money on a spray can and made it look a little bit nicer than the pile of junk it looks like right now that looks like it's going to rust in half in the middle of a drag race. But he's like, no, I'm going to race this thing and I'm going to give you all my money in my wallet. He is a fool. Another easy victory, and I keep doing that thing where I crossed the lanes, and apparently I also hit the wall. I forgot that you can hit the walls. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I've been doing that the whole time. All right, Jackie boy, keep giving me that money. Last time you were a little disappointed, to be honest, though. Only $200. I know you could do better than that. Usually give me like $400. What's wrong? You running out of money? If so, I understand why, because I've taken it all. This is a really good run. I think it's going to be a nice time. 12.505. Okay, not that nice, but it felt pretty good. Maybe I shouldn't do that second skip anymore. I think it's maybe skip the first ones and then not the second one. There we go. Nice $465 run. And if we get good money on this one, we might be able to get some upgrades already. All right, Jack. You already know what's going to happen. The question is, how much money will you be giving me, Jack? Will it be a lot or will it be a little? We're going to figure out in about, I would say 5 seconds, but that would be wrong because we got to wait for the whole finishing thing and then press space to continue and all that. And I actually had a terrible time right there. That was a 13.2. Thankfully, though, it don't matter. We got the money for some upgrades. So let's see what we can afford. Now, I know I could afford a nitrous kit. The problem is that is consumed every time you use it. So you basically have enough nitrous for 1 or 2 races, and you got to buy more. So you have to earn $650 per race just to break even. So really, nitrous should be the very last thing you buy so you can use your money and invest it in actual engine upgrades. So I want to eventually get the engine block, but that's a lot of money. That's going to have to be the last thing we get, and we're going to have to grind for it, or maybe we'll get it at the end of this video. I'm not sure, but can't afford that yet. Already got a camshaft. Can't afford the cylinder head. Already got the plugs and wires. Already got an ignition. Don't think I have an intake manifold, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Got an intake. Got an air filter. I don't really care about the oil cooler right now. I'm pretty sure I have a distributor. Don't care about the radiator either. It's not like I'm overheating. I will get the fuel injector kit though, and that puts me out of money. I got $61 left, and that is it. Again, thank goodness I do not have to pay for installation. I just click the button and it is installed. So now we are finally ready to take on the dude who I cannot seem to beat. This time though, we're going to take him on at the factory. Maybe that'll give me a better chance, and you can once again see the place that is new. I'll let this camera spin around all over the place so you can see it from a bunch of different angles before we race. You know, I've been skipping it all this time. So there's what it looks like. And here we go. This race, I gotta do it right. I want to beat this guy. We got a perfect skip shift and then go right into 4th, 5th, now. And that felt like a good run. Is it enough? Are they gonna do a comeback? No. And no comeback for you. Victory for me only. Good day. $664, not bad. So the factory is now done. If we go to the country road, he has a check mark still, so he's still defeated. All right. I guess now we move on to the office park in Winston. I'm coming back for you. And again, I'll let this camera pan around the area so you can see it. This is the best looking area by far. I really like this area compared to the other ones. The other ones kind of feel a little bit barren, but this one really feels like it's full of stuff to look at. You got the billboards, you got trees, you got places going over the road, you got all kinds of different building shapes, the lights, just so much stuff to look at while you are trying to drag race. It is a little bit distracting, but thankfully we're only going in a straight line. $432, come on man, I know you got more money than that. You're in the office park. That's where the rich office workers race, ain't it? And so next up is Oracle. You know, it'd be kind of funny if when we were racing them, they all had like their own custom paint job that has their name on it. It's like, I am the Oracle on the side of it or something crazy and nonsensical like that. You have Wizard Man, he has like a magician on the side of his van. And of course, it's gotta be a van if you're the Wizard Man. That's another pretty easy looking victory, although they are pretty close. And unfortunately, no matter how much I cross over, we never make contact. That's who's next. Looks like next is Sharon. Oh, look at Sharon in her van. This is a classic truck versus van kind of race. And on this one, I don't know who's going to win. The last person was pretty close to me. So if they're, you know, just a quarter second faster, they're going to beat me. So I'm doing a pretty good race so far. And I am victorious. And they're actually quite a bit behind me. That's surprising. 282. You guys are just messing with me now. I know you guys got way more money than that. Come on. Can't buy good engine upgrades with $200. I need those 400s, so I only have to race half as much because I know eventually I'm gonna have to be doing some serious grinding to get some money. All right, these are some pretty good shifts so far. Oh, they're coming up on me. Come on, truck, come on. That was a great time too. I'm not gonna do any better than that. We're gonna need to get some upgrades to this car, and I need to grind out some money, so we're gonna go race this dude at the factory some more. Maybe we'll be able to get some extra money from him because he's part of the chain. I don't think it'll actually make a difference, but we'll try doing a few races with him. If it doesn't work out, we got my man Jack. Jack always has money in the bank, which he's willing to give to me all the time because he knows he's going to lose, but he still races me. He's just a really nice dude. That's what it is. So how nice is this guy? He is okay. 337 ain't bad. Let's go again. The only way to really figure out how nice somebody is to race them over and over and over again and see how much money they'll give you on the 18th loss in a row. That's when you know who your friends are. If they're still giving you money, I don't know what's wrong with them actually. If you keep losing 18 times in a row, you need to just stop racing. Unless money means absolutely nothing to you guys. All right, another 330. We're making decent money against this guy, so we'll keep on racing him. Now the thing is I'm gonna have to do a lot of races. I'm telling you right now, all we're gonna do for the rest of this video is just keep racing all these dudes so I can get enough money to get the big engine. And then when I have the big engine, I'll probably just end the video there. And then on the next one, we'll start racing the new challengers. So if you don't want to see me just grinding out money, you can go ahead and turn this video off right now. I'll try to keep it interesting though by doing some dumb stuff eventually. I don't really know how dumb of things we can do against this guy though, because we don't have a lot of distance between us. But maybe I can like race the slower dudes and then do really dumb things with them. And what is going on? I didn't feel like I was driving that bad. I wasn't. I was like maybe 0.15 seconds slower than I could do and he beat me. So let's just go race those slow guys because it's a definite win when I'm racing this guy. Like there is no doubt in my mind that I will win every race unless I do something really, really dumb. Which I'm gonna do, like I was saying. I'm gonna do some dumb things later on and try to keep this entertaining. Right now, I'm just trying to see what kind of times I can get doing regular driving. So like a pretty normal run right there gets me 11.567 and then a big fat crash at the end of things. Although really, I'm just crashing all the time, ain't I? Like I kind of just gave up on driving in a straight line at the finish line. I just swerve into their lane and hope they'll hit me, which never seems to happen, unfortunately. But I can at least hit the wall. That's something. All right, doing a real early shift strategy here and see what kind of time we get from that. I'm expecting this to be a little bit slower, but I really don't know. All right, so that is a little bit slower. Significant enough where I'll say that's probably shifting too early in 11.725. But again, easy enough to win. And this guy's getting me money. That's 383 right there. So I'm just going to keep racing Jack. Because I think I'm actually getting more money from him than I was from the chain guy. So that's really weird. Like, I really wish there was a definite correlation between how fast somebody is and how much money you get from them. This whole let's just race slow guys because they might give me more money is kind of weird. All right, that strategy of not shifting did not work at all. I thought maybe just stay in fourth gear and it might get a little bit faster. No, that was the slowest one yet. 268, not the greatest amount of money, but still enough to keep me going. Although if we only get 260 each time, we got to do like 20 races more to be able to get enough money for that engine upgrade. That's going to take a while. Here's the dumbest strategy we could possibly do though. We just shift into fifth gear and then floor it, which is obviously going to be slow, but it's enough to beat Jack. Now, giving Jack a chance. Maybe if I stalled out, he would have won. No, whom I could have stalled out, restarted the engine, and I would have still beat Jack. Poor guy. All right, let's try to add some variety. Can we get any free parts from the junkyard? Let's see. Free part? Oh, I got a stock distributor. That's probably not worth a lot of money, but every dollar counts. I think I might have some, I have some parts I could sell in addition to that too. So just like that, that's $1,000 closer or so to our goal. That's nice. All right, this one we're gonna go really, really stupid. We're gonna launch the car in reverse and then shift into first and see if it can still win. So there's reverse. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. We shift into second and then full acceleration. Oh, that was way easier than it should have been. Like, yeah, I could have stalled out and beat them for sure after seeing me start in the wrong gear and then managed to save it that easily. Although it only really added about 2 seconds to my time, that whole nonsense. That's surprising. 269, not bad at all. In fact, I would say that's a nice amount of money. All right, we're going to go in reverse a little bit more this time. And then can we still catch them now? Well, it might be a little bit closer this time. I might have reversed a little too much. Let's see. Come on, truck. Oh, nope, we got it. I also noticed the timer starts immediately after we go in reverse, which it should, because it would be really unfair if I could cross the starting line already going 100 miles per hour. I would get an amazing time, but it would be super cheaty. So on this one, let's try to make it look close. I'm going to let them go ahead of me a little bit, and then I'm going to try to like race right on their side. So hold that gear, upshift because they are going a little bit faster. Then we'll hold this gear for a long old time. Keep holding it, upshift because they're a little bit ahead of me. And then bye-bye. I think I accelerated a little too early. There we go, there's another win. I think it takes them like 18 seconds, so 15 is still a very easy win because it's based on time. It's not whoever crosses the line first like some races. So here we go, we're gonna hold the brakes and try to launch the truck. And that actually worked. Holding the brakes down to spool up the turbo might be a legitimate strategy to make the truck go faster. Let's see what the time is for this. The shifting was iffy. Not terrible, but the time is not as good as I was hoping. I thought we might be able to go maybe like a 11.4 with the bad shifting, not 11.6 with the bad shifting. I will try it again, though, to see if we can go faster than that, because I'm curious if we should be doing that or not. So here we go, like a realistic, launch the truck, do the skip shift, and try to make sure the next shifts are good. Right around 5,000 to 6,000 RPM, right around 5,000 to 6,000 RPM. That's as good as a run as we can really get. And the time is just an 11.444, so I think that might be a little bit faster than normal, but it's very, very close to average. It's not like an extraordinary improvement or anything like that. All right, let's go race him again. We are almost at $6,000. We only need about $2,000 more. If he's generous with the money, that can be only about 5 or 6 races. If he's really stingy with the money, it can be 10 or 12 races, maybe even 20 races if he's really, really stingy and only gives me like $100 each time. He's not that kind of guy. He's a very, very nice guy. He would never do that to me, said WhyBeAre before he was only given $100. Nope, there we go. That's $236. Very, very generous man. I just want to get through this right now. I'm not really trying to do anything crazy here except for the brake launch because it's fun to do. But I'm going to shift early and keep the car in low RPMs, you know, try to keep the engine nice and comfortable. I don't want to stress it out. Everybody knows a stressed out engine is more likely to blow up, and we don't want that. Ooh, that's kind of neat how the camera does that sometimes. I think it's when you crash the camera into the wall, it adjusts to behind the vehicle. 68? Are you kidding me? All right, if we get 68 each time, it's going to take like 100 races. Okay, not really, but it's going to feel like it. You better not do that again. If he does that again, I might just race somebody else because 68 is pitiful. His bank account's running out. That's what happened. He's like, man, this is all the money I got left. I ain't even got money for groceries this week now. I lost it all to you just so you can get your bigger engine. Are you happy now? Yes. Yes, I am. I don't care about your groceries. This is my poor friend Jack who's giving me all his money. I don't care about you. Oh, there you go. He got his paycheck in. $370. Great. If we get a couple more of those, before we know it, we will be done. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Give me that money. It's funny. I'm not even worried about the race. The race is the easy part. Just doing the ideal shifts, double skip shift, because why not? I don't think double skip is as fast as regular shifting after the first skip. Yeah, it's a little bit slower. Not by much, though. If I want to double skip just because I can, it's not going to lose me many races. Only the closest of races. 442. Thank you, Jack. That is so generous. If we do that much money, it's just 2 or 3 more races and we are done. How do you accelerate again? What button is it? Let's see. This button. See, Jack's thinking, oh, maybe I'm gonna win. But he forgot. He set up the race to be time-based. The absolute fool. Victory is gonna be mine no matter what. I like the reaction time. 6.7 seconds. That ain't a reaction time. That's just a sitting and waiting time. Which actually might be a smart thing to do when you're doing a race like this, because what happens if they lose control and slam into your lane? If you give them a couple seconds, you'll be able to see, oh no, they're out of control. I'm not even gonna race. I'm just gonna let them crash, and then I'll do my race afterwards. Because it doesn't matter when I start. I can start whenever I want. All right, so here's what I wanna do. I wanna see where the race ends. So it's right around where the dirt road connects to the other road. I was just curious about that because the other ones have really defined finish lines and that one doesn't. So I just kind of wanted to see where it was. All right, we only need about $400 or $300 actually more. That's one race. Come on, Jack. Give me that money this race, and then we're going to go buy that engine. Please, Jack, empty your bank accounts into my wallet. Like, I just have piles of money in the bed of my truck as I race this dude, and it's all his money. Okay, cross your fingers here. We need like $400. Come on, come on. $257. So close, Jack. So close. I only need like $60 more. All right, for this one, let's do something dumb. Let's try to smash into him at the end of the race. I don't know if we'll actually be able to accomplish this, but I want to try it. So I'm going to let them get a big, long head start. So that way I finish at the finish line after them and hopefully with enough speed to smash into them. So we're going to be going full speed unless it looks like we're going to pass them. Looks pretty good, pretty good. Might pass them. Nope, we're good. And then try to slam into them. No, apparently my brakes are excellent. That's weird. It doesn't usually brake that good, does it? Oh, whatever. Let's go buy that engine part. We got the money. So let's get the biggest of big blocks. Let's go install the big block. There we go. Ooh, it actually sounds different. That's pretty cool. Anyways, though, that's going to do it for this video. Till next time, this is WhyBeAre. And remember, if you like or dislike this video, I will know. I can tell by how big the block is. So do the right thing, and I'll see you next time.